I'm Jodie Coates. I currently work at McCain Foods. I work within the research and development team, and I've just completed my Masters of Research in batter ingredients and batter coating integrity. The Masters of Research was really the flexible option to work around my current full-time position at McCain. I did 2 taught modules, and then I've just completed a write-up of a thesis which was around 30,000 words. I suppose the biggest skills I've learned have been the transferable skills from the MRes, so things like the presentation skills, how I write up my thesis, how I go about modelling a system. Those have really been transferable skills that I've picked up through my MRes, really, and obviously that was supported by the ATP scheme. So my thesis title was batter ingredients and their effect on batter coating integrity. So I was really looking at the relationship between different ingredients and their effect on the integrity, such as porosity, fat content and things of the product. So the MRes covered off our potato-based products, so this was really in relation to French fries.
So I'm Sandra Hill, and I'm a Professor of Biomaterial Processing at the University of Nottingham, and it's been my great honour to have supervised Jodie over the last 2 years towards her MRes. In this case, we were quite lucky because I actually knew something about the company and Jodie before we embarked on doing this MRes. But we need to be very, very careful that the plan and the work plan that we have in place is doable when the person actually trying to hold down a full-time job has time to do it. So you need to be very, very flexible about the timing of when the work occurs.
The MRes, the total time was 2 years, so I did in 2 years part-time, so that was the time scale that I had. Because it had a lot of flexibility around it, I was able to do work as and when I could fit it in around my current job. So I didn't have a specific day a week to complete the work, but if I had to come to a taught module, then obviously I had to designate certain days per week to the MRes. But roughly, I would say it was 4 solid days a month that I focused on the MRes across 2 years. The flexibility of the MRes allowed me to do a lot of the research at my current site at Scarborough. However, when I had to come and use some of the specific analytical equipment, I had to come to Nottingham to use their facilities here, and all the taught modules were done here at Nottingham. But I could do a lot of the research at the workplace. The actual thesis was built around a real case study of how we understand our ingredients we use in batters and coatings more, and how we can develop those further.
And to try to take a commercial operation and think about it scientifically can be a great benefit. I think the actual person doing the project can progress as well. It takes them out of their day-to-day job, allows them to do things in a slightly different, systematic way. I think to try to think of what they're doing in terms of what happens in the literature is a privilege, and it's very good for the companies to allow the members of their team to have sufficient time to go back and study in this way. I think the ATP does that very well because it's a useful way for the company to upgrade the quality of their people scientifically, but within the context of their own work.
Yeah, so the findings from the MRes will really help McCain give them further insights into the ingredients we typically use today, and really challenge what we do today and how we can fast track our products to the marketplace, so we can really challenge what we're doing and really tailor the ingredients to meet the consumer demand really for the product. So I think definitely there's a lot of things that have come out of the research that will be helpful to McCain.